It's time. I'll keep my farewell brief. Never was much with words. Once you board this ship, there's no turning back. The next ground your feet will touch will be that of the new world. If any of you have lost your nerve, then step away now, and let no one judge you.
Alright, fuck this then, see you later!
Very well. Then sail safe and strong, and may the Sapphire Star light your way.
Oh, I could shed a tear. Hello everyone, and welcome to my Monster Hunter playthrough. I have categorically never been more excited for a series on my channel ever. I have been playing and loving these games for over a decade, and now to be here playing the best iteration with you guys along for the ride, well, I feel like I could wake up at any moment. I am going to make this the best playthrough I have done. We're going to have some funsies, we're going to have some nature-y stuff, we're going to really pay attention to the story and respect, well, the world, and I just want to make it the definitive experience. So, to begin that, we obviously need to start with the most important thing. Character creation! Everything's so happy and beautiful, and my soul is dark, and the world is hate, and I don't want to be a part of it. Oh, lighting. Seriously though, these are so many options. I am going to be here for a while.
So, how about a toast?
So now that I've made my character, and Actually, I'm kind of starting to immediately think that going for the bright red eye look might not have been great. I'm pretty proud of my cat, because I think he looks badass, but maybe the red eyes was too much. I don't know.
So, tell me, what's your theory? The Elder Dragons must migrate to the New World for some reason. After running the research commission for 40-odd years, the guild's itching for an answer. They say the 5th Fleet's got the best shot at cracking this case, and I agree.
Keep it down. Hey, speaking of, A-listers usually operate in teams of 2. Have you sat down with your partner yet?
Oh, okay. So I assume that this is the handler? That would make sense, right? If we are actually supposed to be a team.
Listen to that. Getting rough out there. The waves are picking up. That's gotta mean landfall. You're on the A-list, right? Huh. Meowdy-doo.
Meowdy-doo.
But I do have pretty good ears. Ah, put her there. I happen to be an A-lister myself.
Oh. I have a feeling we might be getting visited by a certain monster. Oh, yes! The walking volcanic mountain. Zorah Magdaros. That's insane. Look at him! Oh, can't wait to kill him and wear his skin. Also, wait, he came up underneath the boat, so the boat is actually caught on him and is being raised as he does. And oh no! Well, actually, Palicos are easy to come by. We can probably get a new one. Yeah, look, the ship is caught on his back. Oh, talking of his back, do we start on his back? Are we actually going to open on Zorah Magdaros' back? That's so cool. I mean, normally in Monster Hunter, right, you watch a little cinematic and then you're just in the village and you have to go deliver some mushrooms for your first epic quest. Whereas this... Well, welcome to Monster Hunter. Granted, it looks a little bit... apocalyptically hellish, but I'm almost positive that it will get better as time goes on. Oh, look at the lava just oozing out of him. Now the question is he producing it? Or is it just... Oh my god! Don't you just hate it when you're walking along and a giant glob of lava falls on your head? In all intents and purposes, that should just have been game over right there. But I do wonder if this lava is either produced by him, which I doubt, or just a byproduct of where he spends most of his time, i.e. deep underground, and when he raises up, well, the lava just gets caught on him and comes with him. Hell, looking at the fact that his body seems to be mostly covered in this weirdly... Oh, hey, handler. Needs to be covered in this, like... Oh, whoa. Is there like a monster spine being theused as support for the underside of that ship? That's really, really cool. But yeah, I would theorize then that the volcanic rock and stuff isn't actually part of Zorah Magdaros. It's not like natural, it's not growing out of him, he can't feel us walking on it. I would say that his environment just means that he is coated in liquid hot magma a lot of the time, and over time that just keeps hardening layers and layers of volcanic rock on him. In before this is already confirmed, and I'm not making any kind of revelations here, but that would kind of make sense, right? Like, he just naturally gets this layer of rock, but it's not like growing out of his skin, if you kind of get what I'm saying. Also, this is fantastic. Look at this. Though you do look a little bit silly, just kind of spam going left and right, but still, what an introduction to the game so far. I don't think I want to get hit by a rock. There's a platform. There's a platform. Yay! All right, I'm proud of you. Where are we off? Up here? Okay. Dudum. Careful. And there we have ourselves a load of wyverns. I mean, that's probably useful, right? Because it gives us something to hook to. Oh. Good gracious me. That is so huge. Oh, I mean, I knew it was big, but it's so much bigger in person. We'll cut that out. Are we actually going to jump on top of his head? We're sliding down his head. And then grappling to one of the flyers. Look at his face. Everything dripping off him. He's such a colossal creature. Carelessly cascading, callously controlled beard. Look at his beard. That is something else. It's all like, oh, it actually kind of freaks me out. It's all kind of wavy and, ugh.
The new world.
Oh, wow. I genuinely can't put across how purely magical this is for me. Rathalos flying. Yeah, look at him go. He's just plowing through everything. Surely that's going to leave huge damage on the environment, and also this isn't great. I mean, out of all of the jungles in, like, fiction to crash into with not really the tools that you need to survive, it's kind of near the top of the list. I'd say it's fighting very hard with Skull Island for, you know, the really top billing. So we've crashed into the ancient forest, and we've got Zorah behind us. So he's just clearly walking straight to somewhere in the land, and surely he's going to leave absolute destruction in his wake. And This is the first camp, right? Bottom left of the jungle map.
It has a map in it. Well, part of one at least.
Oh, okay. So yeah, let's have a look. I mean, I think it is, right? Yeah, so we start at the bottom left, and presumably we have to do like a mini explore, yeah, over to the right, and get to the actual research base camp. That's kind of cool. I'm totally down for this. Because the thing is, it gives a kind of really cool physicality. Because normally Monster Hunter games, the maps feel very separated, you know, whereas now we have the base researchy camp is just here next to the jungle within walking distance, and wow, look at the devastation that Zorah Magdaros left in his wake. He really has just carved out a chasm in the rock, wading through it like it's nothing. That's absolutely mental. He's essentially just carving a flaming, molten, lava-y scar through the land, heading straight to wherever he suddenly feels the need to go, whatever is causing this migration. And I swear to God, Handler, if you don't shut the hell up, I will wring your scrawny, peppy neck. Oh, I can see this is going to get grating, and oh yes, look at it, just look at it, okay, just look at it, it's so beautiful. I genuinely would go as far as to say that the natural environments in Monster Hunter World are arguably the best natural environments ever brought to life in a game, ever. And I really don't say that lightly. Careful, guys. Any sudden movement, and you'll startle it. Oh no! No, which one have you moved? I really love just observing them. Like, they're quite honestly peaceful creatures. And what's really cool, if you notice, is you can tell which ones are males and which ones are females. This one right here is a male. You can see its crest is much more adorned and larger. He's got more head spikes, and then if you compare it to a female over here, they only have 2 sets of spikes left and right, and the actual crest itself is a lot simpler, whereas this one's got 2 gnarly spikes coming off the top and an extra little pair halfway up. So I just love little touches like that. So this is a bull and giraffe, 2 females and 2 babies, which doesn't make a lot of sense if we compare it to real life animals. And also, I've just realized I've spent 3 minutes trying to identify the gender of a herd of Aptonoth and work out the ratio that they tend to live in. Look, I'll try and refrain from that on the whole throughout this playthrough, but I just find that stuff fascinating. But I'm keenly aware that I've probably already lost most of you who are sat there going, is this for real? Like, if I was with you and we got stranded in a jungle and we're wandering through hoping that we're not going to bump into anything deadly, and we see a seemingly peaceful herd of what we hope are herbivores, are you going to walk up to them and start counting how horned they are so you can tell me which ones are the dudes? Because if so, I hope I never ever get into a life-threatening situation with you. And also, hello, Jagras. It's a little bit concerning, this. I mean, in all reality, we should be about to get absolutely torn to shreds. Okay, well, let's pop ourselves in a bush and go super stealthy. I love that this works. All the Jagras, they're like, where did she go? That one freaking walked into me and then round me and was still like, guys, I have no idea. Wow, these people are ghosts. actually worked. Oh my god, you silly, silly animals. Okay. I have a feeling that we're not going to escape this situation without being attacked by a few more dangerous enemies. Let's have a little bit of a jump off there. We are getting close, but I don't know. We're at least have to see a great Jagras, right? They're not going to let us just nicely and peacefully walk to the research base without at least pretending that we're in mortal danger. A part of me would love that if you did dawdle too much or if you failed too hard on this kind of lovely tutorial walk, which really is fantastic. Like, if it wasn't for the fact I've already played the beta a lot and know this map, I would be in absolute awe right now and we'd probably be here for 3 episodes. So it's probably a good job that I'm not, but it would be really funny if there was every chance you could just get, like, eaten by Rathalos as he flies down and then you just have to remake your character. Just a straight-up hardcore mode. Actually, that would be really cool. One life only. As soon as you fail a quest, you're considered killed by that monster and you have to restart your character. That would be one hell of a heart-pounding experience in Monster Hunter. Hey, we got some great Jagras belly tracks, who I'm assuming is already watching us. But as we know, the great Jagras is peaceful until aggravated. I guess he's also finding the handler incredibly annoying. And honestly, I'm tempted to go to town and be like, oh yeah, the handler got eaten by a jack. There was nothing I could do. Oh, it just happened. Oh, it was tragic. Can I get a new handler? Also, that was really awesome. Just a badass greatsword dude coming in with the save mount and then having it smash through the trees over here. That's really fantastic. But come on, we got the perfect opportunity to get away with second-hand murder on the Hanjanath. Oh, snap! Oh, God! Oh, that is just grisly. Can I get slapped? Oh, no, I rolled through. All right, there we go. That is intense. Imagine that, though, being underneath a fight between 2 animals of that colossal size and power. Yep, that's me. Now, you may be wondering how I found myself in this situation. But also, the face. That is the face of someone who is 5 minutes away from being... 5 minutes? That's a really generous amount of time, actually. I don't know why I went with minutes. Let me rewind that. That is the face of someone who is 5 seconds away from being lunch. That's also, incidentally, the face of someone who's woken up and realized they slept through their alarm. Alright, guys, looks like we've made it to the research camp. Also, this is a really pretty loading screen. Look at that. I love colours. I love this game. That was such a magical little way to begin. It really was. But I also have this burning desire to get my hands on a sword and start killing something. Start absolutely murdering something.
Wow.
No, we're not playing World of Warcraft, we're playing Monster Hunter.
Just look at this gate. It's like nature meant for us to build Astera right here.
Astera. I like it.
Astera. Yeah, that ship does not look stable.
You're the last to arrive.
Well, yes, because we had to go through the jungle via Zorah Magdaros. We took the somewhat scenic route, I would argue.
Okay, set him down here. Take it
I need
nice
to
and...
tape up your shoulder. Hold still for a bit.
Hey, you guys made it.
Be right back. You're alive.
Had it rough, huh? When we couldn't find you two, we were starting to sweat bullets.
You scared us. We were talking about going out to look.
Now that's an idea for a really unique superpower. I will stop crime with my ability to literally sweat bullets. You put on like 5 coats, jog on the spot, and you become an omnidirectional machine gun turret. Sorry, I do want to really pay attention and respect the story, but that imagery is way too fantastic for me. Oh, this place is gorgeous. A scout fly holder there. In fact, it looks like they're using the scout flies as torches. This is such a good hub town. Barely even seen any of it, and I'm already convinced it's by far the best one we've ever had. I mean, everything in this game is by far the best we've ever had. It just... oh, it's so well done. That guy is the definition of grizzled veteran.
Welcome to Astera.
Okay. When you've been in command as long as I have, you start to learn who's capable and who isn't. Now, as much as I'd like to get you up to speed, I've been pulled in about 8 directions at once. We'll cover the important matters at council. Well, off you go. I think that's a reasonable voice for him. Apart from the actual voice that is his voice that's voice acted, which sounded nothing like the voice I did. Why did I give a voice to an NPC that has voice acting done to him? It's like he was mid-sentence. I put my fingers to his lip and went, shh, 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 shh. You talk like this. Just started reeling off what he just said to me in a silly voice. The smithy's on the 2nd floor. Oh, I am a big fan of towns built out of derelict ships. Like, it's one of my favorite fantasy settings. So I am all for Astera. I really am. Look at it. Just look. Even that elevator is fantastic. It just lifts my spirits to see it. Good times. Good times. Can I just... oh! Oh, okay. So that's where we depart on an expedition. Interesting. So that's one of the quest leaving gates. Looks like we got an item box there. And here we have the smithy. I imagine I'll be spending a lot of time in here, and this thing looks impressive. A conveyor belt made out of freaking heavy solid iron slabs. Like, look at them. They are heavy duty. So everything gets like pushed to there. Second Fleet Master. Okay. So, the illustrious fifth has arrived. Welcome. Welcome. Come on, you know that would be fantastic coming out of him. Look at that. The roaring fire, the tempering bath, the grindstone. Obviously the anvil, the bellows. I mean, this is a forge of simply epic scale and detail. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Alright, canteen next. But who are you? An airship engineer. Alright, there you go. Life would be much easier if when you walked up to someone, a nice little succinct description of, you know, kind of who they are or what they do appears floating in a magical text above their heads. I think it would give everyone a much nicer way to engage in conversation with each other, you know? Oh, look at that giant stone Palico face oven. Well, I guess it's not Palico, feline. Palico's a title, like a job, and feline's the race. But, hey, there he is.
Who can say where the road goes?
Oh, he was so sad and then looked so happy with a hint of kind of creepy, if I'm honest with you. Oh, he's so happy to see me. Look at him. Oh, I can't know he's kind of adorable. Oh, I'm really happy with my Palico. Because, well, my character looked like they had a horrific accident involving red paint. At least my Palico's going to be the envy of hunters everywhere.
Let us begin, Council.
Alright.
After tracking a migrating elder dragon across the sea, the 5th Fleet have finally arrived in Astera. Give them a warm welcome. They're a fine group, worthy comrades who will help see the Research Commission's long efforts finally rewarded.
Yes.
Want to say a few words?
Worthy.
Thank you, sir. We're ready to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty.
This here is the Commission's core team.
Hi, core team.
Looking forward to it.
Now, down to business. The latest monster to make the Elder Crossing is known as Zorah Magdaros. A huge monster with a mountain of fire upon its back. The Research Commission's job is to discover exactly why the Elder Dragons are migrating to the New World.
Elder dragons have been with us since the dawn of time. Altering the ecosystem, reshaping the land, leaving disaster in their wake. Once every decade or so, they flock to this continent. But for what reason?
With the 5th's help, we will find the missing link.
Here, here.
Now we're talking!
Hunters, for the time being, I need you
Real
to focus on investigating
colourful
our Jagras
cast.
problem and securing Astera. Start by investigating the Jagras' habitat. Find out what makes them tick.
Wait,
and move
really?
on from there.
Right. We're on it, sir.
Everyone else, you know the drill.
Wait, let me get
Make
this
sure
straight.
these hunters have everything they need.
This is the 5th Fleet. You've been here like 40 years.
You two, make it a
And
priority to learn how
you
we
want
do
us
things
to
around here. You'll find good teachers.
investigate
Don't be afraid to ask.
You heard him.
the most
Stick with
basic
me, you'll have
and
no problems.
The 5th
common
banner promises a change in the wind.
predator.
It's your job to fulfill that promise.
I'm
All right,
feeling a
dismissed.
little bit offhandedly dismissed, you know? I feel like this guy just did the hunter assignment equivalent of giving me a second controller that's not plugged in, so I feel like I'm actually contributing, whereas in reality, I'm just sitting there flailing. That's fine. This is our house. Got ourselves a little bit of a question mark above this house cat, because like house cat, but also he runs, like, helps us manage and look after the house. So like house cat. Yeah, guys, that will do, sadly, for the first episode, but don't worry, more and more and more and more and more will be delivered to you so soon. I cannot wait to get stuck in. Next time we can actually start murdering things, which is just wonderful, and well, see how this beautiful game develops. And oh, look at this place at night. It's just also, oh, I love it. I just love every inch of it so far. I really do. What do you want, Commander? Okay. Alright, what do you want from me? Place of nature and ours, that's the point. They are nature, but no nature! We need nature! We need to kill nature, but also love nature. We need to become one with nature, but also dominate nature. You get me? Alright, Commander, I think maybe you've been here too long. I don't want to imply anything, but alright, guys, let me know how you're enjoying this. Let me know if you're excited for this journey, if you're along for the ride, and yeah, like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. I'll see you very, very soon. A good boy. Handler, please shut up.
Rage Gaming with the video float.
But that's all that's really relevant at the mo, but I'm still gonna leave this up so you patrons know that I love you even though the outro's no longer that kinda relevant. But the new one's being worked on and it's gonna be a truly badass song, and don't worry, I won't be doing any rapping on it. I'm gonna go now. This was shit.